Hello Floppycatters, today I'm going to do round 2 of the Q&A video with Jenny, that's me. And today's guest appearance is with Charlie. I don't know how long he will last. We are outside, it's very humid, it's supposed to be 93 today. Right, Bubber? Okay, so I have another Q&A video. It was my first one. I'll link to it in the About section below. I asked if people had more questions, and they did, so this is why it's round 2. The first question is, what's a typical day for Charlie and Trig? So, I work for myself, and I tend to work the best at nighttime, like very late at night. So I go to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning. And most of my work on Floppycats is done, where I'm actually in the website and getting stuff done is in that time frame. So as a result, to get my 8 hours, I don't get up until 10 or 11, depending on when I go to bed. So when we get up, they don't sleep with me or anything like that. It's very strange. My cat Rags always slept with me. Camus and Murphy always slept with me when I lived at my parents' house. It's weird that they don't sleep with me. Charlie will kind of go to sleep on the bed with me, but when I wake up, they're either not there, or if I kind of take a while to get downstairs, Trig will come up and start. He's the kind of cat that like arches against doors and stuff like that. And he's like, aren't I pretty? Don't you want to get me breakfast? We get breakfast, and then I go through emails and check all that kind of stuff. I usually run some errands. In the summertime, I'll go to the golf course. Then I come home, I check to see if they've eaten their breakfast. They get 2 cans of wet food in the morning, 3-ounce cans. Those are small cans for those of you that are not US based with ounces. And then I might give them more food. When I get home after that, after errands or the golf course, then we go outside, and they know that we go outside. So Charlie is, for example, always waiting by the door, like running to the door, meowing, like, let's go, come on. You want to go outside? You want to go outside. Then we come inside, we get whole life treats. Those are what I call cheats. I might do some other things, I don't know. And then at around human dinner time, which is more kind of my lunchtime, I eat and they eat. Again, I'm not very good about a schedule with my cats on food since I'm with them all the time. So I usually just monitor what they've eaten. So they get about 5 to 6 cans a day, and all small cans, so either 2.5 to 3 cans each. And then I, once the can is gone, then I refill the bowl. Then at night, if I don't go out or anything like that, they get a second round of treats, and those are usually dry food. They get 4 to 5 pieces each, and I'm mad at myself for doing it, but we do it. I'm mad at myself because it's not great for them, but we have a bag and we're going to finish it. And this guy is a dry food addict, so he loves it. Then at nighttime, I'm watching TV or I'm working on Floppycats and they're hanging out with me. And then I say, Bub, you want to go nice? And then we go nice, right? That's what we do. So that is a typical day with Charlie and Trig. Okay, I've switched cats. This cat's very dirty because he just rolled around in some mud, right, Chigadoo? Chiggers! Alright, the next question is, how long have you had Charlie and Trig, and where did you get them? It is July 2016, and I got them Charlie I got in October 2009, Trig I got in November 2009. They are both from Soulmate Ragdolls in Salisbury, I think it's Salisbury, North Carolina. I was about to say they're both from Salisbury, North Carolina, but I was thinking, no, I should say the cattery name first, so that's the reason I had that hesitation there. Charlie, my mom and I went together to pick up, went to the cattery, went into her home and got him. And Trig, I went by myself and brought him back by myself. So they flew in the cabin with me. You have to have a specific size carrier. You have to buy them a plane ticket. But I wanted to actually carry them on the plane. Trig was awesome on the plane. Charlie was great too, and There were certain people that, you know, were allergic to cats and asked for the cats to stay in the carrier, which was fine. But, so they both will be 7 years old. Charlie in about a week. Well, I don't know when I'm going to post this on YouTube, but July 23rd is Charlie's 7th birthday, and August 19th, 2016 is Trig's 7th birthday. So I haven't had them for 7 years, but almost. I will in October and November. What's your favorite season? Anything but winter. So that doesn't really help. But I love spring for all the new colors and everything that comes about. I love fall for the colors and the smells and the changes, and I love summer because I love heat. Do you ever leave your cats home alone overnight? No, and I hope I never will. It would be an emergency situation that I would have to do that. I just don't think it's right. I want to make sure that they're checked on. So many things can go wrong in a home. My home was built in 1940, so you have to be aware of like fire and water and everything that could jeopardize and put them in harm. So luckily I live in the city where my family lives, and I can ask my family members to check on them if need be. When you take your cats in the car, do they ever get car sick? Yes. So sometimes my family goes to a lake that's about 3 hours south from here, and when I've taken Charlie and Trig, they are very car sick type cats in the sense that Charlie foams at the mouth, but it's not really car sick, it's more like claustrophobia. When he's in that carrier for too long, he starts freaking out and foaming at the mouth. So that's what happens, and he'll start pawing at the cage and stuff like that. Trig not as much, but he does. I mean, so the foaming makes like their mane completely wet. What are you doing? Don't touch me there. And Chiggy does that a little bit. That's so rude. Would you ever go to meetups with other cat owners or to cat conventions? No on the meetups, and cat conventions, yes, I would go if I could afford to go. At this point, I can't afford to do that. So, but I would like CatCon LA was recently. I would have loved to have gone to that, or some of the pet trade shows. I'd like to go to those too. I have way too much chiggy hair on my mouth. And as far as meetups, I don't have a lot of interest in doing that. I talked about this in a video with Trig before, where Trig's outside and we started talking about it, but I don't like the idea of exposing my cats to that many like germs and I don't know, all those things. Not to mention their own stress level. Like, this is their life, this is what they're used to. I watch them and think that they are very happy cats, so I don't think they need that. I do think that some cats do like, the extra human exposure, like certain dogs do better, as therapy dogs and that sort of thing, but I don't think my cats are those kind of cats. Do you think cats do better with another cat companion? I think it depends on the cat, like it depends on the human. That's such a subjective question. There's so many things to consider when you are adopting another cat. You've got to consider both cats' personalities. Can you afford 2 times the vet bills, 2 times food bill, 2 times the litter bills, all that kind of stuff has to come into play. In addition to the fact you've got to think, do I have emotional time to commit to 2 cats rather than 1? Because like when I've thought about getting a 3rd cat, beyond the financial aspect of it, I don't think I would have the emotional capacity to commit to a 3rd cat. Alright guys, that's it for this round of Q&A. If you want another video like this, you gotta ask the questions in the comments below. So what I do is I go to the old video, look through the comments, grab the questions, and then write them down, and then that's how we create the next one. So if you want these to continue to happen, I gotta have the questions, otherwise they're not gonna continue to happen. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Say bye, Tiggin. Tiggin! Tiggin's like, I'm over this, I'm so over this, I'm so over this. I love you, bye.